let's talk about should the Lions pay Jared Goff anywhere between, I think, 45 and 50 million per year in a new contract. I know a lot of people want to know, see what they have in Hendon Hooker coming off an ACL injury. You hear some good things about him throwing the ball, working out with Teddy Bridgewater down there in Miami and all that stuff. But I mean, if you roll the dice, and if you really hear Jared Goff, he said, well, if they want me here, and if I'm going to be here, you know, he said he liked being here, being traded here is the best thing ever. And sometimes you think you can do better, but in reality, man, you can't. You know, you got a guy that fits what the Lions' offense is doing pretty well, and all quarterbacks gonna have deficiencies and stuff, but in reality, I feel that he seemed to be the right guy for the job. You know, got a playoff win, went through some tough times, as tough as you gonna come. I mean, LA got rid of him and told him that, you know, they can do better now at the end of the day. You know, could he have won a Super Bowl with that team they won and with the Rams? I think so. People just act like they got rid of Stafford. They just swapped Goff for Stafford and that was it. No, they went to go get Odell Beckham. They added Von Miller. They added quite a few guys to that team. You know what I'm saying? They made that to a super duper team, and they barely still just won it. Had that Tart kid from the 49ers not dropped that pick, they wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That team that they had was nearly as good as the team that the Rams that went to the Super Bowl. Because you got to remember, Todd Gurley got injured at the end of that run. That was the end of Todd Gurley at the run. People forget that. You know? But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you got an issue as far as, you kind of got an issue as far as, you know, the Joe Flacco theory. If you know what the Flacco theory is, you know, they waited to pay Joe Flacco and he won the Super Bowl. Now, at the end of the day, that kind of coincided with Ray Lewis saying this was his last run and all that shit. And that really gave them a boost. That really gave them a boost in that run. So, kind of got to remember that as well, too. But he ended up winning the Super Bowl. They had to overpay him. Had they paid him before the season, you know, they would have been fine and dandy. So, you know, Dan Campbell talking about Super Bowl next year in New Orleans. I think at that point, I think you pay him. You know, now you pay him and then he crumbled and he not start throwing picks, but he's so resilient. You know, even more Stafford resilient from a physical standpoint of view. You know, Stafford was resilient from a physical standpoint of view. Hurt his shoulder, come back, show up a whole bunch of heart. But Jared Goff is tough from both. And mentally, to get dumped, then come to Detroit, they didn't give you no weapons. Start off your second year pretty tough because the weapons got injured. DeAndre Swift got injured again. You got to remember, St. Brown got injured early in that season. DJ Shark got injured in that season. And come back. You know, when you come back from that and, you know, and start balling, and then you beat the team that beat you, that traded you off. They did beat them in the year one, I believe, too. That's tough. So if I'm a vet man, I go ahead and pay him the St. Brown right now. Then you got to worry about Penisa Will. So I go ahead and pay him the 45, 50. That's going to be a speeding ticket. Next going to be 60 to 70, 78. Why is it just going to keep going up and up and up and up? So, you know, why chance it? You know, I think about 3 years, 45, 50 million, somewhere in there. And you just keep it moving from there. You know, want to go forward, cool. And then go from there. I think that's fine, in my opinion. So, yeah, I go ahead and just pay him, dude. Now, if you really believe Hendon Hooker can be that guy, then that's a different situation. And you're going to see him get some work with the ones and the tools, and see him get some work with the ones. So, if they really believe in what Hendon Hooker can do, then I think you got to make that contract tradable or, team friendly where I can get up from under that contract. So, so I don't know what they're thinking. But maybe 3 years, $50 million will be done with it. Maybe fully guaranteed. Go ahead and fully guarantee it, $50 million, 45 to 50 million, and do 3 years, and then reevaluate where everything is at. And be done with it. So that's the kind of be my train of thought with it, or something like that. Make it 80% guaranteed, 90%, and be done with it. That way he's still young enough to get back on the market and get another big contract. He's definitely a top 10 quarterback, maybe even in the top 8. What people got to understand, they did a lot of scheming up to cover their deficiencies. That's why I said it's imperative for them to get a receiver that can win outside the hashes. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take the offense to another level. To get a receiver that can win outside the hashes, that you ain't gotta draw up, you ain't gotta scheme up to get them free. That's what made Randy Moss so great for the Patriots offense. They did a lot of scheming with the Patriots offense. With Welker and Edelman and Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez, they did a lot of scheming. And when you're able to run the football, this traffic is ridiculous, man. It's like when it's cold, they're like, we don't want to do construction. As soon as it get warm, they want to do construction to start. I'm so tired. Just leave these motherfucking raggedy streets raggedy. They're going to get right back raggedy, dog. This is the biggest scheme. One of the biggest schemes in America is construction. Come on, baby. Just go. Oh, man, Jesus Christ. They is killing me with this construction, bro. Oh, man. Y'all don't understand how much I hate this shit. But yeah, like I said about Goff, man. Pay him, be done with it. They get him some help outside the hashes. It's over with. That's what New England just needed, was Randy Moss just to win on the outside. That's it. And that's the only thing the Lions missing. Is a receiver that can win outside the hashes. Not necessarily just run the deep routes, and that'd be cool. They can do some things underneath, go over the middle. Post, skinny post, corner routes, comebacks, slants, all that shit, digs, ins, outs. So that'll be interesting. But that's all I got. I go ahead and pay him now. Be done with it. But hey, check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button is the bell icon button. Get all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good313, Venmo CJ Good313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.